For Adventure Week in Pokemon Go on August 2nd, let me tell you all the information that you need to know. So, for first off, good morning, God bless everyone, hope y'all doing well. August 2nd at 10 a.m. all the way to August 12th to 11:59 p.m. we are getting Adventure Week in Pokemon Go, one of the longest Adventure Weeks I believe that we've ever had, and there's a bunch to unpack, so make sure to sit back and let me tell you all the information in this event. To give you all a heads up, I wasn't sure about this last time, but I can fully confirm this from a bunch of other YouTubers that said it. The Team Rocket Takeover event is from the 8th at 12 a.m. to the 12th at 11:59 p.m. Now, I'm going to make a video on its own, so you guys can stay tuned for that. So, let's start off with some of the event details. You get 2 times spinning Pokestops when you get 2 times XP when you spin a Pokestop. Said it wrong, but I said it right now. And then you get 5 times XP when you spin a new Pokestop. So if you're traveling, going on a road trip or anything, this is going to be the best time for you in this event. Additionally, you're going to get 2 times hatching XP, which is going to be very important because in this event, 7-kilometer eggs are what's going to be super big in this event. So in the 7-kilometer eggs, there's going to be increased shinies of Cranidos, Shieldon, Tortuga, Archon, Tyrant, and Amora. And some of the specifics I'm going to talk about later in this video on which ones you're going to want to hunt for the most. And now we're going to talk about the wild spawns on what is going to be spawning in the wild at Adventure Week. We have Diglett, Ammonite, Kabuto, Dunsparce, Roggenrola, Drillbur, Buttlebee, and rarely Aerodactyl. Now, everything that I'm showing on the screen, I'm just going to show the shiny form of it, just so you guys kind of have an idea of what you're hunting for, the color you're looking for when you're hunting for these shiny Pokemon, because I'm assuming most of you guys want the shiny Pokemon. Now, let's go into the field research on what is going to be in this event. We have Lileep, Anorith, Cranidos, Dunsparce, Shieldon, Roggenrola, Drillbur, Tortuga, Archon, Buttlebee, Tyrant, and Amora. A bunch of these are super good. So again, I'm going to talk about that later in this video on which one you should really hunt for. In the 5-star raids, we're getting Moltres on the 3rd at 10 a.m. going all the way to 12th at 10 a.m. So a good 9 days of this being in 5-star raids. And I think I'll talk about the top 5 best attackers against Moltres because I thought might as well. So I found this from a YouTuber that's probably uploaded about a year ago. The website that I normally use to say the best counters, a lot of people thought it was not the best. So I went off of some recent YouTubers that have been talking about this. Number 1 is Mega Aerodactyl with the rock type attacks. Number 2 is Shadow Tyranitar with rock type attacks. And most of these Pokemon I'm saying are going to be best with rock type attacks against Moltres. Rampardos, this is my personal favorite to use against Moltres. This is on the number 3 in the list. Rhyperior is number 4 with, of course, rock type attacks. And number 5 is Tyrantrum. And good with this event is not only is Rampardos spawning in the wild in this Adventure Week, but also Tyrantrum. So if you don't have some of these Pokemon that are on this list that are good against Moltres, you are pretty lucky in this event since at least 2 out of the 5 best counters against Moltres are gonna be in the wild. So make sure you guys hunt for that if you're trying to get a Moltres. Shiny Moltres does look kind of cool. It's not good meta relevant wise, so there's that. And actually 3 out of the 5 of the counters are going to be in this event. Now this one isn't going to be in the wild in specific, but Mega Aerodactyl is the best attacker against Moltres, and this is going to be back in races around the same time as Moltres is going to be back in race. So August 3rd at 10 a.m. all the way to August 12th at 10 a.m. Mega Aerodactyl is going to be in raids. Now, the iCard is a video of me going over the best counters and as well as kind of some of the details of this event, but this video was to show every single detail, make sure it's all perfected of everything that's going to be in this event. But Mega Aerodactyl is a rock type, so a lot of the best counters against it is water. So keep that in mind. This is what I recommend you hunt for in this event. Obviously, spin Pokestops. Obviously, that's a normal thing. You get Pokeballs and you get more XP for it. But I think the main things that you should hunt for in this event is 7-kilometer eggs. So make sure you have incubators. And the reason I say this is there's a couple of specific Pokemon that you can get from 7-kilometer eggs that are super good. And that is the Tortuga and Archon, which are two super rare shinies. They barely come out in any events. We did see Archon in the New York City Pokemon Go Fest. I was luckily able to play it, but I never got the shiny Archon. However, those two fossil shinies are super rare. So if you hunt for those, that'd be a super good idea. Maybe you could even lucky trade it. And if you guys don't know, I got this wrong before. Lucky trades, you get minimum 12 IVs or higher. So if you try and lucky trade some of these rare shinies, you have a better chance of getting a Shundo maybe. Also, some of the best Pokemon to hunt for, especially in the 7km eggs, is going to be Credidos shiny, because Credidos Evolution Rampardos is one of the best rock type attackers and is not only good for Moltres, but is a really good raid attacker nonetheless. And then Tyrant, which is a pretty cool looking shiny and is a good counter against Moltres as well. So out of the 7km eggs, I'd highly recommend going for those. If you don't have incubators and you don't want to go for those, that's perfectly fine, because you can still go for the field research where they have the same Pokemon that you can get from the 7km eggs. However, I will say some of the field research for Tortuga and Archon will probably be, this is just kind of an idea, not a fact, but with some of the rare Pokemon like this, it might be a bit more difficult to try and get this shiny in encounters because they're a lot more rare. So keep that in mind. 7km eggs might be your best way to try and get some of these rare shinies, but field research is a free way to go at it if you don't want to just constantly use the infinite incubator that you get. Also, I would recommend you have either charged TMs or elite charged TMs of some sort, since the Team Rocket takeover event is coming soon. And I already said the dates of it. I believe it's August 8th at 10 a.m. August 8th, 12 a.m. to the 12th at 11:59 p.m. I have it written down so I don't say it wrong, hopefully. This takeover event is going to be literally in the middle of the weekend Adventure Week event, which is super exciting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited for it. Again, I'm gonna make a video on all the details for it, on what you need to know, on what you should do, the best tips, as well as I do want to talk about Saturdays and Sundays only are going to have Shadow Suicune. So that can be shiny as well. That is a bit more difficult to raid, but you can still go for it. And then Rayquaza Elite Raid Day, which, if you guys don't know what Elite Raids are, basically in certain gyms, you can go and raid Mega Rayquaza. Now, you can't remote raid it, and only some gyms will have the Elite Mega Rayquaza raids. So, not only is it going to be kind of difficult to find, but you're going to have a lot of people there in order to fight it. So that's August 3rd. Hopefully you guys will be able to play it. Obviously, it was a makeup day from the previous one. The previous one had glitches. So now they're still doing an Elite Day, which kind of stinks because remote raids are definitely where it's at, especially with this Mega Lucario event where they kind of top the waters when it comes to raid days. We got that. Make sure you guys keep your charge TM and elite TMs, all your TMs for the Team Rocket event that's coming up. Make sure you guys have incubators ready and lucky eggs for this event. Thank y'all so much for today's video. God bless. I love every single one of y'all. Check out another video if you guys want to. It's either an informative video or a funny video that I made. See you on the next one. Have a great day.